Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion's Challenge Runs in the Binding of Isaac. We have a run today that is actually a challenge run, not a vanilla run, at least not mostly a vanilla run. Suggested by YouTube user Anghartgwin, or Anghartgwin. I hope I'm pronouncing this even close to correctly, although I'm sure I'm not. This run is called Maggie Martyr. Now, what is the hook that we have at our disposal here? I'm just, exploring everything before I go picking up any items. Well, this is a good opportunity for us to show it off, actually. We have Nun's Habit, otherwise just Maggie items. Yum Heart, I guess, is the only one, and the extra health that we have here. And our goal, or our quest, I suppose, is to play, or our condition is a better way to put it. The condition our condition is in is that we have to use Nun's Habit and Yum Heart in combination, in conjunction with one another, to play Curse Rooms as much as possible without killing ourselves, Demon Judgments as much as possible without killing ourselves, and also self-sacrifice rooms like the one that you just saw as much as possible without killing ourselves. Now, we can't get rid of our Yum Heart. We can get rid of it, I guess, transiently. We could go into this room, for example, pick up the D20, reroll whatever's in this room with the the Tinted Rock, and then it should be easy enough for us to maybe get something out of this, but we'll see. We have to stick with the Yum Heart for the rest of the game otherwise, though, which should be interesting. I think it's a pretty decent detriment if we have to deal with that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that good things can't happen regardless. We are going to be able to pick up a couple of keys and a bomb as a result of that. Our pill was Tears Up, so I'm excited that we got that and found out that it was in the rotation. And let's quickly get this heart and then move onwards with our lives, because I am not going to look for the curse room on the first floor. Now, I'm interested to see how this works out. Effectively, what this is just a Maggie run that starts with Nun's Habit, and we have the impetus to go to curse rooms and self-sacrifice rooms as much as possible. So in order to make this fair, because when you spell it out like that, it sounds like, Nun's Habit's a really great item. I guess the other negative is that we have to stick with Yum Heart. We can't get rid of Yum Heart, but that's okay. The other thing is you absolutely have to play Demon Judgments, Curse Rooms, and Self-Sacrifice Rooms, Blood Banks, etc., as long as possible until playing them would actually kill you. So that means there are going to be some situations, whether I want them to happen or not, that we're going to probably put ourselves down to basically 0 health, fulfilling this condition. Now, I'm not necessarily super psyched about that, but we'll see how this works out for us. You should hit me one more time. Thank you very much, just to get us back to full health. I don't want to leave here with just half a heart remaining. As long as I have Nun's Habit and Yum Heart, I might as well employ a decent amount of strategy here, just to make sure that I consistently stay at full health. He is basically trapped against the wall. Why did I move? That was so stupid of me. But hey, Little Steven, decent upgrade, and we will leave our first floor relatively happy, although I'm hoping that we get a little bit of HP somewhere down the road as well. With 2 keys, I'm frightened about everything here. Just basically played chicken with him there and had Maggie's last stand, but success happened. Now, we've had some very, very good runs lately, but I will admit that most of those runs took place, half of those runs took place under the guidance or under the watchful eye of the Twitch chat. So the positive here is that I've got no one scrutinizing my every move, but the negative is I have no one to point out when I'm doing something that is a terrible mistake. And by nobody, I mean I don't have any BizSnap here, unfortunately. Obviously, although we will do some kind of Isaac collaboration at some point in the future. For now, though, I'm all by my lonesome. We'll see how this turns out. I think, Maggie's a reasonably good character in her own right. Deals with the devil are absolutely A-okay. So if we manage to snag a deal with the devil and afterwards we go to this boss trap room, then we can pick up some awesome stuff. Considering it's just Maggie plus Nun's Habit, I think, the odds are ever in our favor here. We'll get a damage increase plus a health increase, which is also a speed decrease, I think, by way of that odd mushroom. I certainly seem to be moving a lot slower. I believe Maggie starts with a little bit lower speed to begin with. So this is going to make us pretty vulnerable to enemies that chase you down. Famine shouldn't be an issue, but war will definitely be an issue later in the game if we do not get a speed upgrade. So I didn't see any curse rooms. I should probably go back and just check just to make sure I'm not forsaking any conditions here. Obviously, the run's going to get a little bit weirder if we start getting Spirit Hearts. But since we don't have any right now, let's just ignore that. I'm going to go back to full health, and we'll see if there are any curse rooms that I missed. Because I will admit that, I get tunnel vision, and things like curse rooms I tend to just, push from my memory. Or not even really see. They're just at the periphery. So I don't think there is one. There is a shop, though, and with 7 cents, we might as well try our hand at seeing what's in there. So let's go left and left again. Obviously, I would love to go to that boss trap room, but it's probably not in the cards for us, and we can't buy anything in here either. Well, that's not totally true. We could buy a bomb, which could potentially, I'm just doing some mental arithmetic here, it doesn't look like that would give us the secret room that is adjacent to the boss trap room. So we can't really do anything about that right now. So, I don't think that boss trap room is going to be accessible to us in the least. Let us see what we have in here. Hopefully... Oh, okay, so Gertie Jr. is absolutely 100% the worst boss that we could fight right now, having such low speed. That being said, we do have good damage, and there's only one Gertie Jr., so maybe we'll be able to make things work for us if I just don't do exactly what I did right there. Now we should probably get hit one more time, just because there's no reason... not to. Oh, well, I've kind of screwed myself over then. No deal with the devil, but an HP upgrade, and we'll head down to the next floor, being a slow walking tank. Obviously, I am hoping to come across a curse room or a blood bank or something like that, because there is no incentive for us not to play those. You know, and we'll stick with the conditions. Even if I have spirit hearts, I should have to go to curse rooms regardless. Self-sacrifice rooms raises kind of an interesting question. We could hemorrhage a ton of health on those, which would be less than ideal. And maybe a little bit more of a counterbalance than it deserves to be. But, you know, we'll take it on a case-by-case basis. I hope that you guys trust that I'm acting in good faith on these runs. Even though sometimes in the comments you can get conspiracy theories. Northernlion purposely sucks its spelunky so he can make more money on YouTube. Obviously, well, we all know that's true. But in Isaac, this is a genuine suck. Okay, so yes, we will play the shit out of this. We should be able to walk over this, like, we'll get credit for walking over it twice. Or even like 4 times if I do it like this. Seriously? Well, we continue. We're only losing... Ah, there we go. So we got a golden chest, which contains Tammy's head. So we'll pick that up. And that's an example of this challenge run kind of coming back to bite us in the ass. Because obviously, that's not going to do us any good, unfortunately. It might... Yeah, if this situation was in a vanilla run... I would almost certainly get rid of Yum Heart to roll with Tammy's head instead. Tammy's head is an item I actually have kind of a soft spot for. So this guy's going to be dead any second now. Please give me bombs, not a bomb item. Unless you give me a bomb item that also gives me 5 extra bombs. No, the troll bomb is too fast. Oh my god, I didn't get hit. That is very surprising. Alright, so the self-sacrifice room paid out with basically nothing for us. We still have the item room in the shop to go, though. If I can get some more money, I would be a very pleased man. I wish I'd been able to buy the map so I could find the secret room with a little bit of more regularity, shall we say. But sadly, that was not meant to be. So if we get a good shot in on this guy, that'll kill him. Next one to go should be pretty quick as well. And the final one had a couple more shots in him than the others, but still fell by the wayside pretty easily. So we'll continue making our... Ah, no. Real bad. Real bad. Now, we shouldn't lose too much health. Oh, my God. Okay, we're still alive here. It's a situation where I definitely need, like, a mom's knife or something to make this work. But anyway, an extra key for us. That's good news. And we find a doctor's remote, which I will pick up and put back down. Over here to look for the secret room. Now, I believe that means that the secret room cannot be there, but I'm not sure if you can actually bomb your way out of the item room. So, you're, like, 60% sure that the secret room can't be there now. Let's move on to the right here, and, yeah, it looks like there's, you know, some other opportunities maybe here for the secret room to be either directly above or below us. Probably above in this situation. Definitely want to go to the shop because, something like the battery or the 9-volt, even though we already have the Nun's Habit, battery or 9-volt would be a very nice addition to our, already decent use of the Yum Heart, because then we'd very easily replenish our red hearts. Especially something like the 9-volt, because we'll obviously use the Nun's Habit quite frequently. Well, I guess 9-volt plus battery would be amazing. I probably shouldn't have gotten that just yet. Well, there's the battery. So, with our 4 bombs, we definitely want to look for the secret room. I don't think I can get... well, there's another 3 cents there. If we get at least 5 cents in here... Slot machine. Which I'll play once and then run away and be pissed off. Yep, alright. Let's go fight our boss then. I would love to be able to buy the battery here, but I don't think it's going to be possible. That was a surprising degree of auctioneering on my voice there. So, it is regular-sized Chub. What will we get from him? Could be anything. Any deal with the devil item. Or sorry, any standard boss drop item I believe can drop here. Including Little Chub itself, which would be a nice... Or I guess Little Chub maybe can't drop from him. Maybe that can only drop from item rooms. Either way, it's an item I like a great deal, so I would love to see it show up. He's about half dead. We're not doing as much damage as I would like, but that could all change with a single deal with the devil. In fact, my fortunes in general could change with a single deal with the devil. So we're going to hope that this works. I'd say he's about 75, 80% dead. And, you know, the more we can just kind of focus fire him here, the less worried I'm going to be. He's slow. We're slow. We're a good match for one another, at least in my eyes. He probably doesn't feel the same way. He's dead. And we are going to get a speed upgrade, which is borderline necessary. And I was kind of hoping to get a pageant boy or something. No such luck, though. You know what? We will absolutely take the pact to give us a little bit of extra damage. Now, there's no way for us to get the battery, I'm pretty sure. So instead, we will just leave. And I'm pleased with where we are so far. The amount of health that we have means that deals with the devil are definitely going to be a viable way to improve ourselves. Now, did I need... Actually, I didn't need health there. It was just instinctive. I remembered how much health we had lost before, and I thought we were still there. Bad guess. Good to know that that pill's in the rotation, you know. It doesn't really do us any favors right now, but maybe later. At least we know it's not a bad pill, so I won't be wary about using it in the future. With enough bombs, I do think it's worth opening this chest, because we could really use some keys. So hopefully this doesn't just burn my bridges here. Good. Set me up in a decent position to get 1 heart and another bomb back. So basically just a waste of my time. Do we want to go to the shop? Ooh, that's a regular judgment. I need 2 bombs, which is kind of a tall order. Whoa, we found a second secret room by accident. Please be an eternal heart. We'll see if I get lucky there. Please don't fire any bombs. Good, good, good. Extra key, also very good. We might even open the shop this time. That is Judas' tongue, which makes deals with the devil a little bit cheaper. Assuming we ever qualify for them again, which is up in the air. I kind of hope we fight greed here. Nope, no greed, just pills. Oh, and another penny, which actually could be important. We've been sitting at like 7 cents for the entirety of the game. Do I want to spend 8 cents on judgment? Yes, I do, but... I mean, I don't really want the coin purse at all. I kind of just wish that there was an arcade somewhere. I can't believe I got hit there. I can totally believe I got hit there. It's dumb damage, but it's damage that I deserve nonetheless. And, well, no longer holding out at 7 cents, or 8 cents. Now we are at 6, and I took a really stupid amount of damage on that floor. That room, even. Let's not mince words here. That was very shitty play. Hopefully if I stand near the spikes, the spider will accidentally kill himself on the spikes over and over. Yeah, life's good. Don't always have to outplay the enemy. Sometimes you can just outsmart them. And we will look around for a curse room or something that I could play a lot. There's our boss. Scared shitless here. Probably doesn't surprise you. It's bullshit damage again. Bad play on my part, but now we're almost free from the burden of spirit hearts, which makes me feel very much better about the whole situation. I didn't want to deal with those silly blue hearts anyway. It's more the noble red hearts that are going to carry me through to victory. Now, this is a standard version of one of the easiest bosses in the game, so if I take any damage here, I'm going to be disappointed. That being said, I oftentimes say that, and I oftentimes end up taking damage regardless. One of them is dead, and the second one is dead. No deal with the devil, but nickel? No nickel. God damn it, if we just had 2 more cents. Well, you know what? Why don't we play Judgment? Because at this point, I feel like Judgment is going to pay out with better items than I would get from the shop anyway. So instead of messing around with getting 2 more cents to be able to buy the coin purse, which might not work out with anything, I'm actually going to look over to the right to a certain extent, or I guess it's up here, and we'll look around for rooms that I haven't been to in case there's a curse room, because I want to fulfill all my challenge room objectives, or challenge objectives, by going to the curse room, I should say. And, you know, we might actually get some more money here. We did. This could start to change our tune if I end up finding another penny somewhere along the lines, or getting one dropped, which I fully expected to happen there. Okay, so we are gonna, well, each room only drops 1 chest, so we're already done with that. That's enough money to help us buy the coin purse, which could contain tears, speed, balls of steel, health upgrades, lots of potential positives. But also, by the same token, the judgment could potentially give us, that's really bad of me. The judgment could potentially give us lots of good stuff too. In fact, lots of better stuff. And we haven't even been to the item room. I totally forgot about that. There is our Nun's Habit being ready. And we're getting enough money that we might not even have to worry about it. We might be able to play both Judgment and the item room. Or sorry, Judgment and the shop if we play our cards right. I really expected that I'd be able to do that. I got a little cocky there. Rainbow Baby! Finally, we get an item from the item room, which we can actually keep with us. So that is our second familiar. And as we come down, there should be... Oh, there's a curse room. That's good, actually, because, again, I want to make sure that I'm fulfilling all of my obligations. And people always tell me to go to the curse room anyway. When you have an opportunity to get some health back from it, it just seems like a no-brainer, doesn't it? So we're at 27 cents. Let's come in, and then when we leave, we'll get health back. Oh, we got teleported to a deal with the devil, where we'll be able to buy Spirit of the Night for only 1 Spirit Heart. That is a solid deal. I'm totally okay with that. So if my memory serves me right, there should be a judgment down here. Now, obviously, I'm hoping that this judgment ends up paying out with some health, HP, I should say, HP up, as soon as possible. because we could use this money to possibly buy the coin purse, and maybe we'll get some good upgrades there. Even if not, good floor for us so far. More keys, those always come in handy, obviously. And the curse room in this situation actually did set up some nice possibilities for us. Additionally, of course, the fact that we had Judas' tongue was important. Okay, Mom's Bra. Not that effective. I'm going to save my money and instead just head down to the next floor. We are still slow, but we are slow and very defensively minded, which is awesome. So I don't think we're very much in a position where we're going to feel like a win is likely, but we're in a position where the conditions for a likely win could come about, if we get lucky, I suppose. So, first things first, there's our shop. I'm fully expecting to fight greed, and if we do, not the end of the world, because we do have one more shop waiting for us. So, it's not the end of the world. We'll pick up our key, take our lumps, essentially, and, you know, if we get hit twice, then I will pop Yumheart, because if we just pop it for one, then it's not really necessary, is it? So that's enough money to definitely pay for a judgment or something later. And if we come across an arcade, you know I can play the bejesus out of that as well to get a ton of money. We'll definitely open this. That is a speed upgrade, which I'm very pleased about getting, because I was very, very slow. Or I continued to be very, very slow, despite picking up a couple of speed upgrades earlier. Now, to be a little cautious here, we are in a position where things are turning around a little bit. We're getting what we need, and we're not paying very much for it, which is very important. Item room is still here somewhere. There it is. Just hang out over the... I really shouldn't have done that. I should have hung out over the... Just take one more hit, please. Thank you. We should really hang out over the gaps so the spiders have zero chance to get us instead of hanging out over the spikes where they might just kill themselves. More bombs and an item room which contains more bombs, basically. Homing bombs that maybe I'll be able to get some use out of, but probably not. This bomb did not find its true form in the secret room. So we'll continue moving onwards here. What do I want to fight? The Fallen, anything but war, and then war, in that order. The reason I don't want to fight war is a single cube of meat doesn't really benefit me all that much, in my professional and personal opinion. If I can get a second cube of meat guaranteed, then it's not so bad, but I would prefer just some raw stats at this point, because I have given up 3 hearts to Deals with the Devil, so... we need to get a little bit of HP back. That's why I'm hoping that we come across an arcade at some point. We are getting a ton of keys and a decent number of bombs as well. I have more bombs than keys, but keys are more valuable and, in my opinion, a little bit more rare as well. I'd love to see some numbers crunched on that. Are keys actually... Oh, that was really bad of me. Are keys actually a rarer drop than bombs, or is that just like me projecting on the game? Should be interesting to see, I think. Oh, very close to taking damage there. And we get a free range upgrade. Not necessarily the best upgrade in the game, but for the price of a key, which we had many of, I'm okay with it. More hearts, which means more opportunities to play the blood bank, if we find one. I'm holding out a lot of hope that there's a blood bank on this floor. I really can't imagine there not being one, which is why I'm a little bit more optimistic than I should be, potentially. Oh, there's another dime. Okay. That is a lot of money. Makes up for not having basically any money at the start of this run. Well, I mean, I guess you start most runs without any money, but you get what I mean, hopefully. So, our curse room is only going to hurt us once. It also didn't give us anything, but that's alright. We got half a spirit heart back for our troubles, I guess, just for dealing with it. So, we should take out the... We should probably take out the fly spawner first, but I'm just going to neutralize the flies because we fire so much faster that I think I can get above equilibrium there. Minimize my chances of taking damage. I'm enjoying this run so far. Every run that gives me incentive to go to the curse rooms is slowly changing the culture of my runs, where I start to appreciate the curse rooms for what they are, and that is a potential Hail Mary towards greatness, sometimes. It's not even just to be used in desperate situations, though. Sometimes, you know, it's just the right play. Don't really want to mess around in that room with all the money that we have. It's kind of unnecessary, and I guess we just leave now. There's not really much else for us to do here. Mask of Infamy. Now, with the amount of speed that we have, and the amount of bombs that we have, I feel like Mask of Infamy should not be that difficult. But, I'm not doing that much damage, as you can see. Killing that guy took way too much time. Now, if we just kind of speed into this guy... Let's drop some bombs, you know, he shouldn't be able to... Oh my god, he got away from it. Not this time. Let's drop another one. Like, oh. Didn't work again. It's bullshit that he gets to treat the bombs as if it's like a wall. Oh, that worked so well, actually. There's a health upgrade for us. And we will leave this floor feeling relatively good about this whole situation, but still a little low on health, a little bit low on damage, a little bit low on everything, but not a lot low on everything. So, we're in here. What are we going to do? Play the blood bank as often as is fucking possible. If only we had Bloody Penny. I mean, we could just play the Blood Bank ad infinitum here, but Bloody Penny would be interesting to say the least as well. So this has to eventually pay out with a IV bag or a blood bag, so we'll just continue playing it. Doesn't really matter to me how long it takes. You know, the more the merrier when it comes to money, I suppose. Not sure if it makes it more likely for greed to spawn or if that is a misnomer or a common mistake. Good news for us is that basically we have infinite health as long as we continue to do this, so basically you're just giving me as much money as I could possibly want. Oh, I misplayed that a little bit, actually. Now, oh, there we go. Doesn't matter. Ignore the fact that I said I made a mistake there. So we could play the Fortune Teller to get some Spirit Hearts, but it's not necessary. Not necessary for the challenge run. It might be necessary to help me survive, but let's ignore that conveniently for now. And we take out the champion. Another half red heart, not as exciting as I'd hoped. This is our item room, which is great. We do definitely want to place a priority on the shop. 9-volt is still in the rotation. Compass is a huge get for us if we can manage to make it, if it's just manage to swing it. That is bad damage for me to take. Probably shouldn't have used Yum Hard right away, though. It's all good, though. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better about the whole situation. Celtic Cross, not a bad item. Not a fantastic item, in my opinion at least, but it's going to help us get some stuff done. Thank you very much to Mr. Green Bombs for deciding to blow up his own teammate there and make my life probably substantially easier. Good. The chest for us contains a key, so we'll just leave that one fly can live in purgatory forever as far as I'm concerned. And up now, why not? Curse Room. Yes, we will absolutely visit it. 2 bombs and 2 live bombs, I guess I should say. A pill, which is bad gas, and another pill, which is question mark, telepills, and took me directly to the boss. So that's actually really shitty, because now we will not be able to fight the... now we will not be able to go to the shop, because we can't teleport out of here. Who would have thought that that would have actually worked that way? But at least we didn't accidentally pick up, or accidentally go to the I am error room, which obviously would have conveyed an even greater negative in the form of me not being able to get the Polaroid. Celtic Cross actually contains, or conveys, a huge amount of invincibility. Just hanging out over here, we have the range necessary to just kind of hang out over rocks as long as is necessary, and make my life substantially easier. So if I just stand here... Oh, I got hit by a spider, that was the worst. Yeah, Mom's about 70% dead by this point, I would say. It's been a while since I played The Binding of Isaac, actually. I apologize if my skills are a little bit rusty, either in the commentary section or in the gameplay. So that was bad. That was really bad. But we have invincibility now, so just stand close to this wall. The invincibility is over. And one more. There we go. So we got a coin purse. Maybe I'm glad we didn't pick it up earlier. And we'll see what we've got here. One of these is telepills. One of them is a question mark is ate them. Tears up. One of them is bad gas. You know what? I'm going to teleport out of here. And it took us to the I am error room, which is kind of surprising. I was really hoping to go to the shop, but now I've got the Polaroid. It's not the worst situation in the world. Oh, I do not want 9 lives. Or Mr. Boom, for that matter. Wow, that just like nothing useful. Remarkable. But at the very least... Oh, that wasn't Mr. Boom. That was just 10 extra bombs. On the bright side, down to the next floor. On the bright side, we still have the Polaroid. I really expected to be able to leave there and go to the shop, though. You know, if the compass was in there, that would make an enormous difference to our play coming up. But, hey, we worked it out, I guess. We didn't really gain too much from that boss fight. Do we have any chance in hell of beating Isaac and Blue Baby on this run? We have a low chance. I wouldn't necessarily say we had a chance in hell. Maybe we have a chance in the ice caves at best. That was the worst Spelunky-themed joke I've ever heard, which is, you know, maybe fitting, considering it's one of the only Spelunky-themed jokes I've ever heard. Red patch. Interesting, but I can't take it with me. This is easy killing if these guys stand still, but they didn't, so I ended up being the one who got to kind of easily hit there. Not killed, thankfully. Now, Nun's Habit Yumhard is going to ensure that I at least have a halved amount of damage from all these enemies. Whether or not that ends up saving us, we'll see. Just popping everything open here, just in case it contains more HP upgrades, or any attribute upgrades, really. And we're really going to bank on a deal with the devil here that ends up giving me a Brimstone or a Mom's Heart. We already have a couple of good deal with the devil items, but could be better. Well, it could continue to get better, I guess. I'm not going to complain too much about the situation we're in here. We got another key for that, so I don't feel too bad about spending a key on that golden chest. Not really concerned with the mob trap room. Let me just take a sip of my water here, and then we'll continue moving on. So, apologies, I just hit my pop filter there, but we should be able to... Oh, careful. We should be able to go to a curse room if it's on this floor, even if it does hurt us by taking away our spirit heart. I still feel like we can do that and stay in good faith with the community. Extra money doesn't do anything for me at this point. That's why I'm even abandoning 1 penny back there. It doesn't make a difference to me. 75 cents, 76 cents, what's the difference? Hang out over the corner. The thing about these angel fetuses is they can appear over top of these rocks, so I've got to be careful about that. They can appear on top of the rocks as if they are tourists in New York, but nothing really there. We'll just keep throwing down... Oh, that was really scary. Keep throwing down our shots here. I'm killing enemies so slowly that I really worry that once we get down to even the Utero 2, if we do end up going to Utero 2 next, we could find ourselves in kind of a scary spot. But for now, we're alive and relatively well, so let's not worry too much about the future, shall we? Instead, we'll just hold down the left button and make sure that we quite easily take these guys. Do we have... Oh, it's a dead end. But an easy dead end, thankfully. So we could actually end up picking up some items as a result of our existence here. That's existence with a Z, by the way. Repping the 90s films. This could be a secret rock. It is not. So we'll take a quick look over here on the very far left side in the hopes that we encounter a boss room. Seems unlikely at this point, but could happen. Lasers do hurt other enemies. That was the worst damage. That was actually the worst damage right there, because I couldn't replenish my health from it immediately. This could still be our boss room, or the direction to go to get to our boss room. Didn't expect that guy to pop up. In fact, kind of wanted him to pop up, so I'm glad that he did. And there's our yum heart back. Just save that red heart in case we need it. This is a tricky room. Now, how do I get out of here? I guess I just slowly take these enemies out, the same way you deal with basically any room you ever deal with. There's our boss room. Yes, we'll continue to open these up. Oh, Sad Onion makes all of the bad golden chests worthwhile. We are fighting Triachnid here. You can tell it's different from Daddy Longlegs based on the eye. Otherwise, very similar attacks. But Sad Onion is actually going to open the door, I feel at least, for us to possibly be able to take out these late game bosses. Might be kind of a long shot. Our damage is good. Now that we have an insane rate of fire, it can only get better, right? Especially if we get to deal with the devil here. Watch us get like Mom's Knife or something and totally negate Sad Onion. Nope! Instead we get another Tears upgrade. Beautiful. Again, stacking extra rate of fire, I believe, unless Sad Onion already takes it to max. I know Sad Onion is one of those items that a lot of people actually consider to be their favorite in the game, so I'm always happy to get it. We are going to get to 99 cents here, almost certainly. You can play... Man, between Celtic Cross and Nuns... That's not worth it. I might as well do it once. No, it's not even worth it. Between Celtic Cross and the Nun's Habit, I could just play the bejesus out of that blood bank if it had lasted any longer. So I lost a spirit heart to replenish a little red health there. We're still not doing very much damage. That's the downside. But we could make up for that in sheer force of will with the amount of tears that we are firing on a regular basis. Now, worth noting, I can just hang out over these rocks. That's why I like rooms like this right now. We can abuse our range advantage and just kill these guys from afar, which makes my life 20 times easier than it should be. Usually this sloth fight can be kind of a pain in the ass, depending on how you handle it and what items you have, what they allow you to do. Sloth should be dead. He's going to drop a tarot card. Ooh, kind of close. I was hoping there would be some tinted rocks. This is the secondary reason for hanging out over these rocks. Tarot card is the Lovers. How fitting. But we're not going to be able to use that yet, or we're able to use it. There's just no impetus to use it. Now. Oh, almost got tagged there, but that's okay. Take out a couple more hearts, and hopefully we'll find the exit as soon as possible. Might as well pop the Yum Heart whenever we need it. Mom's Heart. Ooh, bad damage. I expect that Mom's Heart is going to be an easy-ish fight. But it did sound like I was gearing up to make a poem there. I expect the Mom's Heart will be an easy-ish fight, but if she looks at my heart, it's black as night. Okay, I tried. We found the secret room during that rap. Maybe it was good luck for me. What can I say? I'll never be an NWA. Northernlions with altruism. We're gonna come down to the secret room. Still saving the Lover's card as long as I possibly can. There is our 99th cent. We are now akin with Wayne Gretzky. Or akin to Wayne Gretzky. It's a word not commonly used that much in modern day English, but hey, I like to bring it back. Bringing old English back, yeah. You motherfuckers don't know how to act. That you didn't hear any difference, but the act just had an extra E on the end. In fact, all of the words had an extra E on the end, including old from Old English. Not to be confused with the hard, well, not hard alcohol, the 40s of the same name. Alright, there's our boss room. Now, if we don't get hit, we could actually manage to snag an HP upgrade that allows us to go down to the next floor with a little bit more confidence in our... You know, you say hope in your hearts or like a prayer in your head. Where does confidence exist in your body? The scrotum? I don't think that makes any sense. It might even be borderline offensive, Northernlion. I apologize. Okay, so kill this dude, don't get hit. Don't get hit is really the biggest part of this whole... It really could have just called Isaac the game of don't get hit. Probably wouldn't have sold as well. You know, maybe it would have sold better. Nobody knows what the Binding of Isaac is. Well, you know, I guess religious people do, or people familiar with religion. You name your game Don't Get Hit, everybody knows what's up with that. Now, our bombs are not doing very much damage. Neither are we, to be fair. But we are able to tear through these enemies pretty quickly. Got 50% dead already. Permanent bomb state probably coming real... There we go. So we don't even have to deal with Chubb. Only used 1/3 of our existing bomb selection there, so... Hopefully she ends up... Oh, I can't believe I got hit. Hopefully she ends up accidentally killing Duke of Flies, and of course by the time I finished that sentence, or even before I finished that sentence, the Duke of Flies was actually dead, just to render what I was saying completely irrelevant. There we go. We get a Spirit Heart. We lost our Eternal Heart, though. That's very disappointing. We're still alive going up to the Cathedral, though, which is a position that I wasn't 100% sure I'd find myself in. This should be very easy for us to handle here. Just try to convince these Gertie Jays to come down into this region. As long as they're on a plane that I can see them on, we can make some very good stuff happen here. Don't want to get too close, just in case something like that happens. And I've been guilty of, you know, hubris on this fight before, and, you know, trying to just step out for a second. Oh, it'll just be a second. I just want to do some extra damage to them, and all of a sudden, you find yourself missing a Spirit Heart that might have made the difference between life and death. For example, like right there. Now, let's just not make the same mistake twice. And that guy's going to be slow, and he almost killed me regardless. Now we can probably, just dodge around this guy. Wish I could have just paid a Spirit Heart to not deal with that room, because that's effectively what it came down to. Hey! Small Rock plus Spirit Heart. Good payout there. That's going to slow us down a little bit more. We do feel slightly sluggish. I would like a speed upgrade if possible. Unlikely, though. Keep it up. We pick up another penny. Not necessary in the least, though. So, let's just keep moving on. If we can get 12 of these rooms on the way to the boss, I will be very pleased. These are easy rooms to deal with 100% of the time. Well, maybe not 100% of the time, but very close to 100% of the time. I would rather have those rooms than this room right here, that's for sure. And even this room's not that bad. I mean, the Angel Fetus stand a pretty good chance of just accidentally killing themselves. Ooh, yes, okay. Now, worth noting, I didn't mention this too much, but I'm very pleased that we got the Small Rock. Small Rock is an awesome pickup for us, because we already have a huge rate of fire, so the more damage we do, the better it's going to be with respect to dealing with these enemies. Now, don't anger the Fistula too much yet. If you can kill the Greed first... Oh, that was very close. Then you can fight the Fistula on your own terms. Simplify the whole situation many, many times over. Now, we're doing a lot of damage to this Fistula. We're tearing through him like tissue paper. The real question is going to be, can we beat Isaac? He's going to be firing a ton at us. We're going to have the Celtic Cross, though. We're going to be dealing a decent amount of damage. And we've got Yumheart, Lovers, Nun's Habit. Some of those might not exist by the time we get to Isaac, but anyway. And then we get down to the chest, and you know, as I always say, there's 4 items in the chest. Anything could change there. It's unlikely that we'd find ourselves in an amazing position, but we'll see. War is slower than me, so I have no concerns about this whatsoever. He should be dead before he gets a chance to get close, and more bombs might make the difference. You never know. These are bomb flies in their own ilk. Be very scared. Ah, I can't believe he was in range there. I always say that, though. I think like the explosion has some momentum because it's traveling inside of these guys right now. So when there's an explosion, it also carries a little bit further than one might expect. Hey, the Joker! Oh, if only those had been half decent. If only there had been a mom's knife there, how much easier my life would be. But sadly, well, you know, sadly we don't get anything, but positively we didn't spend any gold either. Ooh, I totally forgot about the curse room. My apologies. Just spiders, but at least I've hopefully negated some angry comments. Now the Lover's card is more tempting, but if we can, you know, go another... Oh, never mind. Not necessary. I was going to say if we can go another room or two without getting hit, then it's all good, isn't it? So we'll just hang out over this. And I hate to do this, but it's in the terms of my contract, isn't it? So you just pay out with a single chest that'll make life 1,000 times easier for everybody. We get a pill and it's tears up, right? Don't feel so bad now. So this lover's card is going to come in handy, but again, I'm going to save it for as long as I can, because if I can wait on it and use it on the boss fight, it makes my life a lot easier. That was a very silly path for me to take. We are very lucky to have not been hit. So, onwards and upwards to bigger and better things, hopefully. You know, all things speaking, or all things considered, this is a fairly easy room relative to the norm as well. Easy enough. We will take our key and move onwards, and this is a room where damage is almost guaranteed. In fact, indeed, I did lose some there. That's okay, though. There we go. If we could just get a few more red heart drops, I'd be happier. Please be good. Please be good. Oh, tears down. Not the end of the world. We did get tears up very recently, so we're basically exactly where we started at with this floor. Another key. Probably not going to come in handy, but it's nice to have it regardless. Can't believe we didn't find the boss yet, and, ooh, free room. Always nice. Takes us a step closer to the boss. I'm going to resist all bones in my body that tell me to quote Linkin Park right now. Which is, you know, just solid advice if you are not a 12-year-old in the early 2000s. There we go. And, almost broke into Whitney Houston instead, which would have been a whole different kind of disaster, but, it's okay. God rest her. We gotta be close to the boss. There's just no way that we can't be close to the boss at this point. Yeah, we're right next to him. So I would say that I was probably correct in my forensic analysis there. Yeah, please continue floating into the spikes. I still found a way to took damage. To took damage? Okay, it's time to cut the video. It's time to call this off. This is getting ridiculous. Now, here's a moment of truth. Every time I get hit, which hopefully will be never, but immediately happen, every time I get hit and I get invincibility, I should really run in there and drop some bombs. Now, we are not doing very well. We're only taking 1 damage per 2 hits, so like half a damage per hit. And I do have the Lover's card, which gives me like another 4 hits. Drop some bombs in here. Drop another bomb in here. And that invincibility is really useful. Okay, now we need to drop the Lover's card. There was a timing issue there that had to happen. He's about half dead. Please just give me the strength to make it to the chest. And after that, anything can happen, you know? Probably should throw some bombs in here, just because there's no reason not to. It's like free damage without him firing consistently. It's never a good sign when you're making tactical changes midway through the Isaac fight. Although, you know, the alternative is just that I would be continuing to lose instead. Okay, that was our last potential Yum Heart. Unless we get a random drop from some kind of champion spawned weirdly by Isaac. So now we just can't take damage. Is that likely? Absolutely not, and we're dead. If I could just use the Yum Heart again, it would have changed everything. I tried, though. A big thanks to, I forgot your name, so I'm just going to approximate, Ermagerd Gwyn, for that challenge run suggestion, Martyr Maggie. Didn't really work out for the best for us, but I tried, and, you know, dying to Isaac, there's no shame in that. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Continue suggesting your own challenge runs. I will do the ones that are most entertaining or appropriate. As always, thanks for watching, and see you next time. See you next time for the 18th time.